everybody, it's Katie from Hollaback Pearl, and today we're going to learn how to do diagonal lines in our knitting. So if you look over here, you can see we have these beautiful diagonal bits. This would be great for like a blanket, sweater, scarf, nice little temperature blanket. All right, let's get to it. So to make this diagonal ribbing, as you can see, there's purl, knit, and then purl again. For this pattern, we are going to need 2 knitting needles, your yarn of choice, and some scissors for when you're done. And that's it. For this project, we are going to do a long tail cast on. So I'm going to take my knitting needle, I'm going to hold my yarn here. This is going to have 12 stitches going across your knitting needles for this specific pattern. Now if you were going to make a blanket, I will show you how to do that, but for just our tutorial it's going to be 12. So I'm going to wrap it around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that is how long our long tail needs to be for our cast on. I'm going to make a little slip knot over here, put my knitting needle into there, and boop. Perfect. So we have our tail, we have our yarn connected to our yarn ball, so we're going to begin doing our long tail cast on. I'm actually going to switch my needle around this way. I like to have the point of the needle pointed towards the yarn that's connected to the yarn ball, and then the yarn that is my tail I like to have on the back end here. My right hand is going to hold my needle. I'm going to put my pointer finger and my thumb in the center, and the rest of my fingers are going to grab those 2 bits of yarn. Gonna twist my hand, run my needle up my thumb, around the other bit of yarn and back into my thumb, come off, and that is 1. We are going to have 12 stitches, so that's 1, 2, 3, and 4, scooch down, boop, 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 boop. Okay. 5, 6. So I know that some of you have different ways of casting on. You can cast on any way that you need for this pattern. Okay, this is just a choice that you make yourself. And of course, because I'm talking, I forget because I'm talking, I lose count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 2 more. Oh, sorry about that, guys. My alarm clock telling me that I'm gonna have lunch with a friend today. I'm super excited because the town that I'm going to go have lunch in has a yarn store. So of course, I'm gonna be splurging. Okay, so there is our 12 casted on stitches, and I like to just make sure, so 3, 6, 9, 12. Boom, baby! We are in business. All right, so our very, very first row, we are going to purl 3, knit 3, purl 3, knit 3, purl 3, knit 3. Okay, so we are going to begin. I'm going to put my right needle into the front, go around, scoop it off, and boop. Come on, little needles. Doo-doo-doo-doo. There's our 1. All right, so remember we're purling 3. And again, sorry, sometimes the very first row is a little hard. So there's our first 3 purls. To get to knit now, I'm going to take that yarn, connect to the yarn ball, and put it to the back. Okay? So now we're going to knit 3. 1, and 2, and 1 more, 3. So we've knit 3. To bring it to purl again, I'm going to bring that yarn over to the front, purl 3, 1, 2, and 3. Now the last little bit, we're gonna knit 3. So again, bring the yarn to the back, and we're gonna knit 3. 1, 2, oop, gotta get all the yarn, right? 2, and 1 more to go. It's gonna be a good time. There you go, 3, boom! There is our row. Okay, so for row 2, and actually for all the even rows, you're gonna do the exact same thing. You're gonna knit all the knit stitches and purl all the purl stitches. Well, Katie, how in the world do I tell what I'm doing? Check it out. If you see that there are these little bumpies here, see that? 1, 2, 3. That means you're gonna purl. If there's no bumpies and you just see V's, that means you're going to knit. All right? So this first row, we are going to purl. So right needle in, around, and off, boop. 1, 2, and there are 3 purled stitches. Come on, yarn. There you go. Okay, check it out. You see that there are these V shapes. That means we're going to knit. Let's put our yarn to the back. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. We're back to having these little bumpies. So we're going to bring our yarn to the front. 3 purlies. Now, if you knit or purl slower than me, you can always pause the video. That is no problem at all. I knit and purl slower than most, and that's okay. We're just all here to learn and be better. Okay. So our last 3, we can tell that they're knit because you have these V shapes. So we're going to bring the yarn to the back, and we're going to knit-a-roo. 1, 2, 3. Dum dum da 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 dum boop. All right. So we have 2 rows down. Row number 3. You're gonna purl 2, knit 3, purl 3, and you're going to end with 3 knits and 1 purl. All right, ready to do this? We're going to do 2 purls. Okay. Our yarn is in the front. Sorry about that. Okay. 1 and 2. Okay, so that was our 2 purls. So now we're going to knit 3 and purl 3. Ready? Yarn goes into the back. Knit 3. 1, 2, and 3. Boop. Purl 3. Yarn goes into the front. 1 and 2 and 3. Excellent work, excellent work. Okay, so we knit 3, we purl 3, and now we're going to knit 3 and purl 2. Yarn goes to the back. So, oh, sorry. Purl 2, and then knit 3, purl 3, and then we're going to end with knit 3, purl 1. Whew, that was a little scary. I was like, well, I don't have enough stitches. I was looking at the next row. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Okie dokie, Smokey. Up, don't lose it. Okay. So now we're going to purl our very last stitch. Sorry about that little confusion there. Okay. Purl, sorry, my hands. Purled that one. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna flip it around. Now remember, this is an even row. So what are we gonna do? We are going to knit all our knit stitches and purl all our purl stitches. Okay. So this very first bit, what do we have here? We have one knit, okay, and then we have purl, 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 knit, 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 purl, 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 knit, knit, okay. So into the back, knit one, okay, bring our yarn over, purl 3, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, bring my needles in, make sure it's not too tight. Ooh. Yarn back over because we have some knitting going on. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yarn back around. 3 purls. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, bring those knitted needles up. Yarn back over because we have 2 knit stitches. Come on, little knitting. There we are. 1 and 2. Whew, great work, friends. Bring that back around. Okay, so now we are on row 5. We are going to purl 1, knit 3, purl 3, and then we're going to knit 3, purl 2. Okay? So we're going to purl 1, purl 1. Okay. Slipping off the needle. Boop. Okay, so purled 1. I'm sorry, let me scooch my chair up. Okay, purled 1, knit 3, so yarn goes into the back, knitting 3, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Knit 3, purl 3, bring the yarn into the front. 1, 2, and 1 more purl. Bring a little tight stitching today. All right. Now we're going to knit 3, and then we're going to purl the last 2. Ready? Gotta get into the right yarn. 1, 2, 3. And bring the yarn to the front. And the last 2 are purly whirlies. 1 and 1 more. 2. Perfect. Whew. Okay, so now we're back to an even row. So what do we do here? Remember, we do everything that's a knit, we're gonna knit. Everything that's a purl, we're gonna purl. So this looks like we're going to knit, knit, purl, 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 knit, 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 purl, 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 knit. Okay? Perfect. So knit, knit. Okay. Bring the yarn to the front. Purl, purl, purl. A purl, purl, purl. Now remember, if you need to slow down the video, you totally can. No one's gonna judge you, no one cares. Just do what's best for you. Now we're going to knit, knit, knit. Right? Let me make sure. Knit, knit, knit. Okay. You can also look at what you did last time and just do the opposite backwards. Oh, grabbing some extra yarn there. Don't want to do that, do we? Knit, knit. Okay, so now we're gonna purl, purl, purl. Oh no, don't drop that stitch. Gasp. Uh-oh, emergency. Got it, perfect. Purl. Scooch everything down. Purl. And a purl. Okay. Bring the yarn to the back because we're gonna knit this little guy right here. Knit. Boop. Okay, so now we're on row 7. Hello, row 7. Oh, look at that. You're already seeing the diagonal. See that? Do-do-do-do-do, beep, zip, zip. Love it. Oh my goodness, so cute. All right, so this time we're going to knit 3, purl 3, knit 3, purl 3, knit 3, okay? So we're just gonna start with knitting. Yarn to the back, or needle to the back, yarn to the back as well. Okay. So begin by knitting 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to purl 3. Having patterns like this is a really good option to create not just texture in your knitting, but also make really interesting pieces. Because sometimes color work seems a little daunting or out of reach, but creating different textures is totally doable. Now we're going to knit 3. And don't be afraid to try something new. We all make mistakes. Some days I don't even understand it, or my hands just don't work right, mostly because it's freezing cold in Wisconsin. And that's okay. Okay, last 3 are purl. Remember, we are just always here to practice and learn, and there's no need to be ashamed if you fail. Because you're gonna fail. We all fail, and that's okay. Shouldn't be afraid of failing. Boom! Look at that. Row number 7 done. Oh my gosh, guys. I am so in love with this already. Okay, so next it is our even row. We are almost done, okay? All right, even rows. Remember, we're gonna knit where it knits, purls where it purls. So we have a knit, 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 purl, 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 knit, 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 purl, purl, purl. Okay, so we're gonna start with our knitted knit. Knit, knit, knit. So 3 knits. Okay. Bring your yarn back to the front for our purly whirlies. Purl, purl, purl. Sorry, I kind of get out of the video a little bit, huh? Sometimes I forget where my hand should be. Okay, yarn to the back because we're going to do our 3 knits. Over and boop. Okay, yarn around and boop. One more boop. Okay, come on, little yarn. And yarn back to the front for some purls. 3 purls, please. 1, 2, einmal, 1 more, boop. There you go. Oh my goodness. Super stinking cute. Would you look at that? So row number 9. Remember, we have 12 rows, so we're almost there, friends. All right, so this row, we're gonna do 2 knits, purl 3, knit 3, and then we're gonna end it with purl 3, knit 1. So let's start with our 2 knits. All right, yarn around, do 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 do, yarn around. Okay, those are our 2 knits, and we're gonna do 3 purls now. 1. Ooh, almost lost that stitch. Oh my gosh. 2 and 3. Sorry if my hands get a little out of frame. Sometimes I move around a lot. So I just get so excited. Okay, we're gonna do our 3 knits now. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, beautiful. Now we end this row with 3 purls and a knit. So bring this around. 3 purls. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1 more purl. Yarn back around. So, last knit. Knit is completed. So that is our row number 9. We're back to an even row. So remember, knit where it knits, purls where it purls, okay? So when we are on row 9, we ended on a knit, which means we're going to begin on a purl. So we have a purl, knit, knit, knit. Wait, so we had a row 9, so we're going to knit and then purl, purl, purl. Sorry, backwards. That was the last row. So we're going to purl, knit, 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 purl, 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 knit, 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 purl, purl. Okay? Whew, it's like math class, you know? So we had our purl. So we're going to come back around. We're going to knit 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Back around. Purl 3. 1. 2. And 3. Yarn back around because we're going to now knit 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to come back to the front because we are going to now purl our last 2 stitches. 1 and 2. Oh, look at that. I love it. All right. So we're now on row 11. Okay. Row 11, we're going to knit 1, purl 3, knit 3, and then we're going to end with purl 3, knit 2. So knitting 1, Boop. Bring our yarn to the front. Purl 3. 1. I need to get more yarn for my yarn ball. Okay. 2. And 3. Excellent work, my friends. Yarn to the back and knit 3 awesome knitty stitches. Oops. If I can get my yarn to cooperate with me. Is it? No, it's not cooperating. I'm trying to grab yarn from the other stitch too. And I say, no yarn for you. 2 and 3. Okay, so we knitted our 3, so now we're going to purl 3, 1, 2, 3, and then knit our last 2. So yarn back to the front, purl 3 beautiful stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, bring it down my needles, bring our yarn to the back, because remember we are knitting the very last 2. 1. Oh, why is this not cooperating with me right now? That's okay. It's okay, little yarn. You must have a mind of your own this morning. Boop. That is row 11. Now our very, very last row in this progression is knitting where the knits are and purling where the purls are. So we ended our last row on 2 knits, which means we are going to begin it with 2 purls. Okay, yarn around, purl, boop, yarn around, come on there, yarn, and purl. Okay, flip our yarn over, and we're going to knit 3. 1, and 2, and 3. Excellent. Okay, bring our yarn to the front. We're going to purl 3. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. All right, last bit. Bring our yarn to the back. We are going to knit 3, and then we're going to purl 1. If I can get I just want that stitch. I don't want both of them. Silly needles. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Very last stitch of this progression, bring your yarn to the front and purl that one little baby stitch. Purled. Oh my goodness. Look at that, guys. We did it! So this is 12 rows, 12 stitches across. This is our little progression. Oh, I love it. Great work, everyone. Guys, even believe it? You did it! Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, so here's the thing. If you wanted to do a whole entire blanket, the first 3 stitches and the last 3 stitches are what's going to happen on your rows. But the middle parts, you're always going to do the, making sure I say it correctly, so you're always going to do the knit 3, purl 3, knit 3, purl 3, knit 3, purl 3, all the way across until the very, very end. So I'm going to write down exactly what it is for everybody so you know. All right, have a great day, friends. I want to see your work, so tag me in a video or something. Yes! Great work! Oh, it's so beautiful. See you later.